You won't believe how Killer Mike spends his millions. But what exactly does he invest in? And how does it reflect his passion for music, activism, and entrepreneurship? Well, let's dive in. Early life and career beginnings. Killer Mike, born Michael Render, grew up in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, a place known for its rich history and cultural diversity. His childhood was filled with the sounds and stories of Atlanta, a city that's produced many musical legends. From a young age, Mike was exposed to a variety of musical genres, but it was the raw energy and storytelling of hip-hop that truly captured his attention. Mike's early life was not without its challenges. Growing up in a working-class neighborhood, he witnessed firsthand the struggles and injustices faced by many in his community. These experiences would later become a common theme in his music, driving him to use his art as a platform for advocacy and change. Mike's journey into the world of music began during his teenage years. He was drawn to the storytelling aspect of hip-hop, using it as a means to express his thoughts and experiences. His talent and passion for music eventually led him to Morehouse College, a historically black institution known for its legacy of producing leaders and changemakers. Although his time at Morehouse was brief, it was a formative period that exposed him to new ideas and perspectives. It was during these early years that Mike began to refine his skills as a rapper, performing in local clubs and collaborating with other artists. His big break came when he featured on tracks with the legendary Atlanta duo Outkast, which pushed him into the spotlight and set the stage for his future success. A chance feature on Outkast's Snappin' and Trappin' from their groundbreaking album Stankonia changed Mike's life forever. This collaboration marked a pivotal moment in the Southern hip-hop movement. Mike's raw energy and sharp lyrical prowess caught the attention of both the audience and critics, setting the stage for what was to come. The real game changer, however, was his involvement in the Grammy-winning single The Whole World alongside Outkast. This track was a cultural phenomenon that resonated with listeners globally, showcasing Mike's ability to combine strong lyrics with catchy beats. The success of The Whole World was proof of his talent and a clear indication of his potential to influence the music industry. Musical success. Killer Mike's solo career took off with his debut album Monster in 2003, and it made a strong statement in the hip-hop community. This album showcased his unique style and lyrical depth, setting the stage for what was to become a strong solo journey. Songs from Monster brought him into the spotlight, and his presence in the industry began to grow. But it wasn't this one album that really made Killer Mike popular. In 2012, Killer Mike released Rap Music, an album that further solidified his place in the music world. This album was special because it mixed hard-hitting beats with serious, thought-provoking lyrics. It was a message and fans loved it. Rap Music was praised for its raw honesty and the way it tackled complex issues by fans and critics alike. The real game changer in Killer Mike's career came when he teamed up with LP, a rapper and producer known for his intense beats and sharp production skills. Together, they formed Run the Jewels, a duo that quickly became known for its powerful music and social commentary. Their partnership was unique, combining Killer Mike's deep lyrics with LP's dynamic production to create something truly special. Run the Jewels released several successful albums, each one building on the last success. Their music is a mix of hard-hitting tracks that tackle everything from social justice to personal struggles, all wrapped up in beats that make you want to listen on repeat. Killer Mike's journey from solo artist to one half of Run the Jewels is a story of evolution. He's always stayed true to himself, using his music to speak on important issues. His success has led to a huge net worth, and the rappers use this money in a variety of different ways. Activism and community engagement. Killer Mike's activism, particularly his advocacy for racial equality, police reform, and economic justice, is a significant aspect of his public persona. He uses his platform to speak out on these crucial issues, often drawing from his own experiences and the broader historical context of civil rights. His activism focuses on sparking change and encouraging his audience to think critically and take action. His efforts extend beyond just words. Killer Mike actively participates in community initiatives, public speaking engagements, and even policy discussions. This engagement highlights his commitment to making a strong impact on a national scale. It's this genuine dedication to activism that makes him likable to lots of people, enhancing his public image. His response to the shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson and the controversy that followed was particularly strong. Killer Mike expressed his dismay at the apathy of some Americans towards these issues and the misuse of the word thug as a racially coded term. He's called for accountability in policing and leadership, emphasizing the need for change in how police departments operate and how politicians support them. Killer Mike's activism isn't limited to his music or statements. He's taken tangible actions, such as performing in St. Louis on the night the grand jury verdict for Darren Wilson was announced, where he gave an emotional speech that resonated with many and went viral online. He's also written op-eds like the one in Billboard discussing the unnecessary loss of lives due to excessive policing and advocating for the reform of police practices. Moreover, Killer Mike has been involved in political movements, showing support for Bernie Sanders during his presidential campaign due to Sanders' stance on restoring the Voting Rights Act. He introduced Sanders at a rally, recorded an interview with him, and actively supported his campaign, believing in Sanders' message and potential to effect change. Killer Mike has also advocated for financial empowerment within the African American community, urging people to invest in Black-owned banks as a form of protest and empowerment. His involvement in political campaigns and issues, such as endorsing Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn in the United Kingdom and speaking out on gun ownership rights and responsibilities, showcases his broad approach to activism, extending beyond just racial issues to encompass economic and social justice as well. Net worth and financial ventures. With all this musical and social success under his belt, how does Killer Mike make and spend his millions? In 2024, Killer Mike's net worth is estimated to be around $5 million. This impressive figure highlights his savvy as an entrepreneur. Killer Mike has ventured beyond the world of hip-hop, investing his wealth in businesses that generate income and also give back to the community. Killer Mike's early days in the industry were marked by a deal with Columbia Records, where he sold 500,000 albums. While these numbers might not have necessarily set records, they were significant for him, laying the foundation for his career. He didn't stop at traditional album releases. He also put out mixtapes that, despite being independent releases, gained traction thanks to his hands-on promotion efforts, like paying for magazine advertisements and performing live. Although it's not clear how much he's made from Michael, the album's creation and his subsequent tour, especially following his 3 Grammy Awards, likely boosted his profile and earnings. The rapper makes music that matters to him, even if it means dipping into his own pockets. Take his 6th solo album, Michael, for example. Killer Mike invested $500,000 of his own money into producing it. He didn't do this for profit or fame, but because he felt it was a crucial piece of art he had to share with the world. He described the album as a testimonial he needed to make, highlighting his desire to present his true self and his values through his music. One of Killer Mike's notable business ventures is the Swag Shop, a chain of barbershops that stands for shave, wash, and groom. These are meant to be community hubs, where people come together both for a haircut and for connection and conversation. By investing in these spaces, Killer Mike is fostering community spirit and providing jobs in the neighborhoods he cares about. Another groundbreaking venture of his is the Greenwood digital banking platform. This platform is designed specifically to serve Black and Latinx communities, offering financial services to those who might not have easy access to traditional banking. Greenwood reflects Killer Mike's commitment to economic empowerment and equality. Through ventures like the Swag Shop and Greenwood, he's building his net worth and also investing in the well-being and future of his community. This dual focus on financial success and social impact shows Killer Mike's role as a leader and advocate for change. Spending habits. Killer Mike is known for how he uses his wealth in ways that reflect his deep commitment to his community and social justice. When it comes to spending, his investments go beyond personal gain, aiming to uplift those around him and address broader societal issues. A significant portion of his wealth is channeled back into his music career. By producing albums and going on tours, he's creating music that sparks conversations and drives change. Killer Mike uses his platform to address issues close to his heart, and investing in his music means investing in his message. Real estate is another area where Killer Mike puts his money, but with a twist. Instead of just buying properties for profit, he focuses on projects that can benefit the community. Whether it's providing affordable housing or supporting local businesses, his real estate investments are about making a positive impact on the neighborhoods he cares about. The Swag Shop barbershop chain is a prime example of how Killer Mike's spending habits are mixed with his values. These shops are community centers that foster dialogue and connection. By investing in these spaces, Killer Mike is creating jobs and a place for community engagement and empowerment. Killer Mike's focus on community-oriented projects and social activism is evident in every dollar he spends. Whether it's through his music, real estate, or business ventures like the swag shop, his investments are a reflection of his dedication to uplifting others and addressing social injustices. His approach to spending is about financial growth and making a lasting impact on society. Killer Mike also has a surprising hobby that not everyone knows about. He's really into muscle cars. Yeah, those sleek, powerful machines that are a symbol of American automotive culture. Even though he's smart with his money, Mike makes an exception for these cars. The rapper's also talked about how his love for muscle cars is about the thrill of driving something powerful. It's also about the connection to a piece of American history, the craftsmanship, and the community that comes with it. Each car in his collection has its own unique background, making it a piece of art that he owns. Mike's approach to buying muscle cars is pretty thoughtful. However, he doesn't spend money on just any car. He chooses ones that he feels a connection to or believes will increase in value over time. When buying them, he tries to make smart choices that align with his interests and financial goals. Another reason Mike spends so much on cars is because these cars are a way for him to connect with others who share his passion. Whether it's talking about the specs, the history, or just sharing stories about road trips, these cars are a way for him to bond with friends and fellow car enthusiasts. It's a hobby that brings people together, and for Mike, that's a big part of the appeal. Killer Mike's interest in muscle cars shows a different side of him. He finds joy in something that resonates with him personally, and he can balance his financial wisdom with his passions, showing that it's okay to spend money on things that bring you happiness, as long as you're smart about it. So while Killer Mike might be known for his music and his voice in social issues, his love for muscle cars is a reminder that we all have our unique interests. It's these passions that add depth to our lives, connect us with others, and sometimes, if we're lucky, can even be a smart investment. Other artists like Killer Mike. Killer Mike is not the only artist with a musical and extravagant lifestyle. Young Jeezy, an influential figure in the hip-hop scene, is similar to rapper Killer Mike in the way both artists instill their music with potent political and social commentary. While Killer Mike is known for his articulate dissection of systemic issues and activism, Jeezy's tracks often reflect on the struggles and aspirations within his community. He frames his narratives around ambition, survival, and the quest for success amidst diversity. This shared spirit towards addressing societal themes marks a significant common ground between the two. It also settles a foundation for music that resonates deeply with their audiences. Born J. Wayne Jenkins on September 28, 1977 in Columbia, South Carolina, Jeezy cemented his place in the music industry with an impressive career that spans over 2 decades. His journey from the streets of Atlanta to the heights of hip-hop royalty shows his talent, resilience, and entrepreneurial spirit. Jeezy's debut with Def Jam in 2004 marked the beginning of a series of successful albums and singles. These transformed him into a multi-platinum selling artist and a key figure in bringing trap music to the mainstream, alongside contemporaries like American rapper T.I. and Gucci Mane. His notable collaborations with artists such as Akon, Kanye West, and Christina Milian have produced chart-topping hits, further solidifying his status in the industry. Jeezy's influence extends beyond the microphone. In November 2020, he took on an executive role at Def Jam Records, embracing the opportunity to guide and add value to the next generation of artists. He stated, "I'm happy to say that I'm back on the team that helped me build my legacy from the streets to the boardroom." This highlights his commitment to nurturing emerging talent and his vision for the future of music. Beyond his musical achievements, Jeezy's demonstrated savvy financial sense through various investments and business ventures. His portfolio includes a collaboration with Ken Austin to create Avion Tequila, a brand that achieved significant acclaim and was eventually acquired by Pernod Ricard. Additionally, he's been involved with Defiance Fuel, a sports drink, and Agency 99, a creative marketing agency. This reflects his entrepreneurial spirit and his keen eye for opportunities that align with his interests and values. Jeezy's real estate ventures, though marked by the ups and downs typical of the market, illustrate his willingness to invest in and outside of Atlanta. His purchase and subsequent sale of properties includes a 2-story penthouse and a 9,000-square-foot home. They reveal a pattern of strategic investments, even as he navigates the complexities of the real estate market. Another rapper on the scene, Conway the Machine, like Killer Mike, incorporates his music with political and social themes, even if they're through a lens deeply colored by his experiences on the streets of Buffalo, New York. While Killer Mike uses his platform for direct activism and discourse on systemic injustices, Conway's narrative is an unfiltered chronicle of life in the margins. He offers a raw perspective on survival and hustle in a forgotten part of America. Through their distinct styles, both artists highlight the struggles within their communities, making their music resonate with listeners who share similar stories. Conway the Machine has carved a unique path in the hip-hop scene, distancing himself from the mainstream chase for chart toppers and radio hits. Instead, he's focused on building a solid foundation through quality mixtapes and collaborations, particularly with his Griselda cohorts Westside Gunn and Benny the Butcher, and producers like The Alchemist. Conway's work ethic and dedication to his craft have defined his career and solidified his reputation for raw, unadulterated hip-hop. His approach to music is best summed up in his own words. The more you believe in your brand, the more of an opportunity you've got for your brand to be the biggest in the world. Despite not aiming for commercial success, Conway's narrative and authenticity have earned him a dedicated following. He notes that his strategic release of high-quality mixtapes has been crucial. Releasing mixtapes like every month, just mashing the gas like we call it. This relentless output has led him and Griselda to new heights, showing that dedication and authenticity can create a significant space in hip-hop. Conway's spending habits and lifestyle, reflective of his lyrics, showcase a mix of newfound success and realism. His body of work and interviews shows that any wealth acquired fuels his creative output and supports his community. His investment in Drumwork Music Group highlights his commitment to lifting others and providing a platform for emerging artists from Buffalo. This move mirrors his own journey, aiming to eliminate the barriers he once faced. His story is one of resilience, authenticity, and the relentless pursuit of greatness, making him a standout figure in modern hip-hop. Killer Mike is investing in a future where his community thrives alongside him, earning millions from music and have artists spend their money in really unique ways, especially if they come from a poor background. Here's how rappers spent their first millions.